Shalom, shalom. This video is about the Gospel of John chapter 11 verses 17 to 37, about the Jews' prayer for acknowledgement that YESHUA loved Lazarus. When Martha heard that YESHUA was coming, she went out to meet him, but Miriam sat in the house. Martha said to YESHUA, "Master, if you had been here, my brother would not have died." And that's the first time somebody accused YESHUA of that. YESHUA said to her, "I am the resurrection and the life. Whoever believes in me, even if he dies, shall live, and whoever lives and believes in me shall never die. Do you believe this?" And she, Martha, said to him, "Yes, Lord, I believe that you are the Messiah, Ben Elohim, who has come into the world." And after she said this, she left and secretly told her sister Miriam, who still remained at home, "The teacher is here and is calling for you." As soon as Miriam heard, she got up quickly and was coming to him. Now YESHUA had not yet come into the village, but was still in the place where Martha had met him. So when Miriam came to where YESHUA was, she saw him and fell at his feet, saying to him, "Master, if you had been here, my brother would not have died." Second accusation against YESHUA for not being there. When YESHUA saw her weeping, and the Judeans came with her weeping, he was deeply troubled in spirit and himself agitated. "Where have you laid him?" he asked. "Come and see, Master," they told him. YESHUA wept, so the Judeans said, "See how he loved him." But some of them said, "Couldn't this one who opened the eyes of the blind man have also kept this man from dying?" The Judeans' simple prayer when they saw YESHUA weeping was, "See how he loved him." Nobody's emotional about people or things that is not dear to them. People or things that matter to us connect to our hearts and emotions. When it is anger, our emotions drive loved ones away. When it's tears, the bond is strengthened. The opposite of love is not hate, but apathy. Hate is on the same scale as love, but hate acknowledges an emotional investment and care that was probably disappointed. Apathy is to not care at all, to be cold and untouched. There is absolutely no emotional investment and no love in apathy. YESHUA has no apathy for Lazarus and not for you either. He loves you. He created you out of love and in the love that He has for you. He rejoices over you, and all of heaven rejoice with Him over every sinner who comes to faith. He loves you so much that He gave His life to save you. See how He loves you. It is the enemy, Satan, who loves death, not life, just as Islam does. From this fact, you can deduct which God they serve. But love requires sacrifices. YESHUA sacrificed Himself so that you and I and Lazarus can be saved from eternal death in the claws of the enemy. For Lazarus, his calling, his sacrifice was to die so that he could be resurrected to the glory of Adonai. As it is written in an earlier text, John 11 verse 4, which reads, "When YESHUA heard this, that Lazarus was sick, he said to the disciples, 'This sickness will not end in death. It is for God's glory, so that Ben Elohim may be glorified through it.'" So you see the purpose for Lazarus had to die. When YESHUA taught His disciples to pray, He included that they must pray that they will not be led into a place of hard testing, which is usually mistranslated as temptation, but the original text talks about hard testing. Lazarus was in a place of hard testing, and he passed with flying colors. Each one of YESHUA's 12 disciples also faced hard testing, and only Judah from Keriot failed. The rest of them sacrificed their lives to bring the gospel good news to the nations. John, who wrote this gospel book that we're talking about, and the Revelation, he lived to a ripe old age, but only after he survived being boiled alive in oil by Roman Emperor Domitian in about 95 AD. Because he survived, he was exiled to the island Patmos. And so he survived this hard testing. We too will be tested by fire, as it's written in 1 Peter 1 verse 7, and also by Paul in 1 Corinthians 3 verse 13. It doesn't seem to advocate a rapture to float away before the trouble comes, if you ask me. We also have Yeshua's promise in John 14:26 that the Holy Spirit will be with you when your test comes. Our spiritual growth comes in testing and not in the fat and easy times of our lives. When we lose our lives as Lazarus did, then we will gain life as Yeshua promised in John 12 verse 25 to 28 and also in Matthew 10 verse 39. And with that, I hope that you have something to put in your pipe and smoke while you contemplate your navel. Shalom, shalom.